Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.
Capital City, capital swag, no here we introduce you as Zonto. Apago to the central, in your wallet, in him there, or record a disco, Gasco, Cape Coast, CDO, Mina, and Monze, Charlie into. Apaba to the Shanty region, you will gold, you will cocoa, we be royal. Can you bring you the golden soup? tonight? Is somebody going home tonight? All right, good evening, Ghana. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're most welcome to Ghana's Most Beautiful 2017. And my name is Emefa Akosia Adeti.
And I am Johnny Hughes. That was a fantastic performance by Lamisi. Did you like that? And you didn't put your hands together. Put your hands together for Lamisi. Charlotte, where have you been?
I've been around.
The cool running thing is like the ish in town right now.
Yeah, we have to run everything coolly. Like tonight, everyone is here to run the show coolly. So the coolest girl wins.
And I think you look cool in your GTP as well. Put your hands together for Lamisi. So welcome. Tonight is GMB 2017 and we're getting closer and closer to the final, contest on the 19th of November at the International Conference Center. How many of you will be there? Show by hand. Okay, so it's easier to say that, but if your contestant doesn't make it, will you still be there?
Well, I like that spirit.
Let's say hello to the judges because they will be scoring. Hello, judges. Okay, the microphone is at the center. They are doing pilolo. Good evening, Auntie Linda.
Good evening.
How are you doing today?
I'm well, thank you. How are you too?
Very well. We're fine. We look good together. Don't you?
You do.
Absolutely.
You really do.
Thank you.
So what's happening tonight?
Well, the ladies are supposed to tell us about their childhood and so on and so forth. We'll drill them a little, engage them in a conversation and see what we can get out of them.
Interesting. Oscar?
Well, it's good evening, everyone. It's a interesting topic to deal with. I think that we're having challenges with parenting in this country, and we're having a lot of indiscipline, stemming from it and all sorts of things. So I think that it'll be interesting to hear from the girls what their views are. So we'll be looking forward to an interesting evening.
Thank you very much. You heard that, Judges MFR.
Okay, so let me just run you through what we are doing tonight. Tonight, we are looking at the role of a woman in raising a child. What your mother did to make who you are today. What the various things they've been doing at home, church, at school, whatever it is, and we're going to be scoring them accordingly. But let me remind you that you can download the GMB app onto your phone. You can vote for your favorite contestants. You can get all the information about Ghana's Most Beautiful 2017 from that app. And we are all going to the Accra International Conference Center on the 19th of November. We're going to see that lady who gets to win the crown, the cash, and that enviable title, Ghana's Most Beautiful 2017.
It's not just the crown and the cash. There's also a 4x4 sleek ride provided by Erata Motors. Plus, a top prize winner gets to fly out of Ghana, straight out of Ghana, straight into Dubai. Courtesy Kenya Airways and Satguru. So they get a cash prize of 12,000. They get goodies and wardrobe 6,000 worth. Plus plenty other things, because once you get a crown, doors will open for you and you get a chance to do all your projects. You can ask MFA. So keep voting 1413 across network. And remember that you have 40% of the vote share. The judges have 60% of the vote share. So you can make a strong impact. Who do we want to say thank you to?
We want to say thank you so much to Saso Insecticide Spray and Coil Kumintuntum Perco Camel with same great protection now from Caras. Camel cleans, cares, and protects for healthy skin. Bond savings alone. Your Sasas, our passion. Casa Perco Carnival Strawberry. The pleasure is yours. Madar Powder Soap. It's so much easier with Madar Multi-Purpose Detergent Powder. And Napa Mackerel. The Suku Suku Suku. Onga Mama's Helping Hand. And GTP still timeless.
We want to continue to say thank you to Time Herbal Mixture, Samaria Fever Zero Drop, then Noani Time Herbal Mixture, Oba Spaghetti, Ubede Fili, Remy Spices, and Mediania Dekeke, Tabia Herbal Mixture, Wunsu Numbi, Royal Drinks, you go like Tinated Vencare, and Maware So Chris Beauty range of products, quality products for Medicine suitable for men and women. Miss you. Imperial Leather Deodorant Body Spray, it says everyday luxury crafted by master perfumers. Deluxe Paint, Paint Mood Champion, and Erata Motors. We set the true standard. Hair and makeup by Davis Palace, beads and accessories by Beyond Creations. I've been clothed tonight by Grandpa. Has used the new GTP. They call it Nouveau, right?
Nouveau, yes.
Yeah,
Mine is also
Nouveau.
Nouveau from GTP.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to the gem clothers inside Lakeside.
So at this point, I'm sure you have downloaded the GMB application. You have started voting. We started off with 10 contestants, and we have 5 of them away from now. We started off with the Upper West, Numbu, and Greater Accra's Ayele. They went home. Then Ashanti regions, yeah. And then we had joined them, the Upper East, Talata. And then last week, we had Adum go home. So if you don't vote, they go home. No be we do them. We'll be right back after this break.
News.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH.
Yes, welcome back to GMB 2017, and the studio is charged, I tell you. If you're watching us from across the world on TV3, Fresh to News, Best in Entertainment, and also on the internet, on Facebook, that's TV3 Ghana, on Twitter, or whichever of our platforms you're watching on, I'm sure you want to be in the studio next week because it's usually charged and exciting in here. When we go on the breaks, there's a super jammer competition between all the various factions and the supporters of the contestants, and it's a really, really beautiful African thing. But tonight, we're celebrating African mothers, the successes, the struggles, and how they perform their magic. And tonight, my mother, for example, reminds me how she's able to make some very good palm soup and gari photo. I can't eat them with my shoes on because you need to take them to tweak your toes. And that's special. But I'm sure big question on the minds of many of our viewers and in fact our studio audience will be, will there be eviction tonight, judges?
Am I supposed to respond to that? Auntie Linda says yes.
Yes, when the mother says yes, the father has no say. You can only say yes. That's the right answer you keep saying.
Yes, there'll be an eviction tonight.
There will be an eviction tonight.
Yes, we're taking 4 beautiful ladies to the finals.
Okay, so we can start singing.
One beautiful lady will leave us tonight. Yes.
So we can start singing, we are taking the girls away. Okay, so now that we know, let's say thank you to Ochame Dumazi, representative for the Chief Anobel, the 7th from Winneba, for joining us. Nana Abba Otua Cole is rep from the Chief Anobel, the 7th Palace, Winneba. Mohammed Isa is rep for Chief Isa Mukaila for Medina, and Linda Anku, area manager for Sasso. Please put your hands together for them. And of course, all of you for joining us here tonight. Let's start the show, get the show on the road, and you can get texting right down 1413. Let's go all the way to the northern region and bring on Zainab, who tonight is heavily pregnant. Let's see how she does her thing. Put your hands together for Zainab.
Texting Zainab to the short code 1413. Imini tukuzame double jara. Na unjene zashi mauna nuzonkuna ni itap song. Mpoya kapai.
Tired.
Slowly, you sense it.
If not because of this baby, I wouldn't exercise like this.
Slowly, slowly, gently.
Aba pan solo didn't dam of
Bella. Jinma.
Wait. I'm fine. Honey.
Yes.
Can you please get me cold water?
Okay, let me do that for you now.
Okay. Wait. Being on an hour and alberca.
Honey, I have your water here.
It's not really cold.
Oh, then let me change it quickly.
I just can't wait to deliver this.
I think this one will be better for you, my dear.
Oh, thank you. You're such a darling.
Slowly. See, I want you to give me a bouncing baby boy.
Honey, I feel my legs are getting swollen again. Can you please help me massage it?
Okay.
Wait.
Slowly.
Thinking of the name to give to our lovely baby. I know she's going to be confident, strong, beautiful, just like her mother.
Really?
So let's name her after my grandmother.
I'm expecting a boy.
Please, it's a baby girl. I beg you.
I want him to be strong.
Kupa and solo. Kupa and solo.
Mambora do. Mbora do.
Ula, atam la bunzur gumayela yo.
Oh, okay. Take a minute. Take a maleta pumpon.
Nimchang to money. Kadama. Are you young wopam?
Take a name on taka. Good.
It tastes bitter.
Really? I'm sure maybe it fell when they were packing it.
It's okay. I'll take it later.
Okay, I just remember I need to rush back to work. I'll come back and see you. Take care of yourself, okay?
Okay. Honey,
yes.
You're forgetting something.
Yes. Let me give my boy a kiss.
You're You're such a darling.
Please make sure you take your drugs.
I will.
I'll see you later in the evening.
It's very necessary.
Bye-bye.
I'm very tired, but I need to eat and take my medications. But I feel like taking pie and cake. Anyway. As a pregnant woman, you need to eat well-balanced diet in order to have the food nutrients in their right proportion. Do well to have enough rest and make sure to take your multivitamin supplement, which will help the baby to be very healthy and prevent all sorts of complications. Make sure to take good care of yourself by maintaining good personal hygiene, which will in a long way prevent infections. But I must confess, it is not an easy journey with the swollen feet, weird cravings, mood swings. Can you imagine that I take bread and okra as my favorite meal in this condition? During this stage, our husband should show more love and support by escorting us to the antenatal, assisting us with house chores, and showing us more love and support. In fact, this is the time to have good intimacy. You don't need to use this as a maltreatment to your husband. But in case your husband is not being supportive enough, please don't use your stress to pass on to the unborn child, but rather say beautiful words to your baby. Don't even think of, you be as stubborn as your father. That's your useless father. He'll come and meet me at home. Please read, sing, and say beautiful words to your unborn child, because children start to hear and feel at the early stage of pregnancy. My son, I'm so proud of you. And as partners, remember to involve yourself at the early stage of pregnancy. This makes the baby very happy to see mom and dad together. Make sure you create an environment that will be conducive in the upbringing of the child. And know that the home is the first point of socialization where the child learns to pick from. Being it stealing, insulting, nagging, anything the child picks from home contributes to his learning and relation to people in the society. And to some of our young mothers out there, enough of the nude pregnancy photo shoots and extravagant baby showers. Please try and focus on your children's future and know that the children are the future leaders. My grandmother always says this, that born pikin no be hard, but the money for the cuckoo be the problem. Thank you.
Okay. All right, so you know what to do to keep the pregnant woman in the competition. Do well by texting her name to the short code 1413. I go straight to the judges.
Hi, Zainab. Okay, you're pregnant. Have you been pregnant before?
No, please.
It shows. But your energy levels are a bit low. And, you know, performances like this, you need to get your energy levels up because you're engaging the audience. I'm talking from a performance level, okay? In terms of content, fine. I'm sure that, you know, what to avoid in terms of what to eat and what to consume in the first 3 months of pregnancy, because that's important. I expected some of those things to come out. I didn't hear any issues concerning alcohol, cigarettes, caffeine, you know, and so there are a lot of serious issues that deal with infant mortality. And I think that we should have had a bit more content regarding that. Let's remember, this is a stage where we're dealing with eviction. This is the time you guys have had enough time. You've had how many weeks? So there should be any excuses going forward. Okay? All right? But the detail, I see you have a ring on your finger. So at least you came properly pregnant. All right.
Okay, at least she came properly pregnant. Let's say thank you to Kweku Boateng for her outfit and also to Davis Palace for her makeup. You can take a bow and go. Thank you so much. Let's now travel to the Central Region and welcome Baba, the Central Regional Superstar.
Kindly text BABA, B-A-A-B-A, to the short code 1413 on all networks. Madahuma say, Madana say, Yumpo, Bushrani Fu.
Papa, what about 9 p.m.? I'm far about Bembe. My friend, I'm in Shazi. Hello, Kweku. And you, macho, the mamba, what about 9? Oh, the ma, educate now. Oh, Martin. Then I'll see you soon. Okay, bye-bye. Oh, Kweku. Kweku is my brother-in-law, and he's very helpful to my husband and I. Even on days when we are very busy, he goes to pick up Baba from school. He's such an angel. May God bless Kweku so much. Oh, sorry, but I'm in train. I'm sure that's Kweku. Oh, Baba. Oh, don't you miss Mommy? Kweku, thank you very much. See you tomorrow. Oh, Baba. Oh, I missed you so much. Oh, how was school? Oh, but what's wrong with you? Aren't you happy to see Mommy? Oh, your stomach is paining you. Which side of your stomach? Is it the Is it the left or the right side? Oh, Baba, this is not your stomach. Baba, this is your abdomen. I'm coming, Baba. Let me check something. Blood stains. Baba, we need to go to the hospital. Where's my bag? Mommy nurse, please, there's something wrong with my child. I saw blood stains in her undies. Madam, this is it. Okay. I'm waiting, madam. Hey, what could be wrong with Baba? Blood stains. I've never seen this before. Oh, she's reached puberty. Oh, no, she's too young for puberty. What could be wrong? This is so unusual. Hey, Baba, I just hope it's nothing serious.
Who is Baba's?
Please, I'm the one. Doctor, please, I'm Baba's mother.
Please have a seat.
Hey, doctor, at this moment I can't sit. Please tell me, what is the problem?
Are you always with your daughter?
You see, doctor, I'm a very busy woman. But she's mostly with my brother-in-law, Kweku.
Apart from your brother-in-law, is there any other male that's...
Oh, no. Kweku takes care of everything. He's very supportive. Doctor, why all this questioning?
My test revealed that your daughter might have been sexually abused.
Oh, doctor, stop that. Sexually abused, say. That little girl, how can she be sexually abused? Doctor, go and run another test.
I'm a medical practitioner with about 10 years standing. I will not be making a mistake on this. But if you are still doubtful, I'll still check and bring you the report.
Entirely serious.
It's very serious. I'll get back to you soon.
Are you serious?
Yes. Just give me a minute. I'll be back with you soon.
What did you find on a little girl of about 3 years? A little girl who is nowhere near puberty. What even attracts you on the body of a child that will make you want to commit such an abomination? It just doesn't make any sense. I knew there was something wrong with my child. right from her body language and expressions. As mothers, we need to keep our eyes open and observe our children for any physical, emotional, or behavioral changes. This way, we can easily identify a problem without it turning into a situation. As parents, we spend less time with our children these days because we are so glued to our career and focus so much on making lots of money. But let me ask you parents one question. What is the essence of having all the money in this world, only to realize that the future of your child is ruined? Please, my parents, make time for your children because they are the reason for our struggles in life. Children are often abused by people very close to them. Alarmingly, the abuse is committed by someone that is known to the child, including some parents, aunties, uncles, cousins, brothers, caretakers, teachers, you name them. The perpetrators abuse these children under the pretext of grooming them to become responsible adults. And they do not complain or report for fear of being chastised by their parents. In some instances, the perpetrator shows kindness to these children, and then they give them lots of gifts like candies, toys, and many other things. And when they become very comfortable with them, they then take advantage of the child and abuse the child. Worldwide, child sexual abuse is one of the most common forms of violence. And indeed, in Ghana now, it is an issue of concern. I am therefore calling on the concerted efforts of stakeholders to fight this menace, because if this phenomenon is not checked, the future of the promising child will be jeopardized. As parents, we need to educate our children on the various body parts, including the private parts. Yes, and encourage them to verbalize any form of sexual abuse. And you know, parents, discourage family and friends from name tagging your children with titles like my wife, my husband. How can a 3-year-old girl be a wife to a 40-year full-grown man? See, please just discourage those things. And to the society, we equally have a role to play. I humbly request that you form vigilante groups in your communities so that group can be headed by queen mothers and other people. They can be the voice of the voiceless in our community in order to prevent victimization of the abused family. To the abused child, my dear parents, book sessions of counseling services and other forms of therapy in order for the child to heal psychologically. To the abuser, yes, you who think no one is watching, it is never a normal act. You need to seek for psychiatric attention before the long hands of the law finally grabs you. Let's all come together and fight child sexual abuse. Thank you.
Okay, there we have it. And that's a clarion call. Thank you. Thank you very much. So that's a clarion call against rape and defilement. Over to you now, judges. What say ye?
Baba.
Yes, ma'am.
Well done.
Thank you.
I was just wondering if you've seen something like that in your daughter. You still be wearing high heels going to the hospital. I'm sure you forget to even own shoes. But let me ask you, at what age do you think it's appropriate for parents to begin to talk to their children about sex?
I think as early as at the age when they start learning languages and learning body parts and colors and all of that, I think it's most appropriate that we start from that age. Yes,
I agree totally. I think that we could have various forms of sex education, age appropriate. So age 3, you know what to say. Age 4, you know what to say, and as they grow up. Because I think for a lot of women, I can speak for our nation, Ghana, and I've worked with a lot of women, and majority have had some form of abuse, psychological, mostly sexual abuse growing up. But, you know, as a nation, we are usually very laid back. We don't talk a lot. We are not sort of trained to be very assertive. And even to the extent that if you are abused, you don't want to talk about it. As soon as your mother, hey, you didn't wait and come over here and take, then you live with that for the rest of your life. The psychological effect on you growing up is terrible. And we still live in silence. I think, in my own opinion, that even a lot of marriages that are suffering has a lot to do with what happened in our childhood. Plenty. But we still can't even talk about it. I mean, I'm hoping that with all this coming up lately, some of us will be bold enough to speak about this and share our own experience, because it will help. I think that as parents, we need to help our children to protect themselves. We call every man in our home and around our home and within our circles uncle. Everybody is uncle. And uncle gives a sense of security. So if your brother-in-law, in your case it was a brother-in-law, yeah, so Uncle Atu or whatever his name is, she feels very safe in the arms of Uncle Atu. But it's the same Uncle Atu who is defiling her. You know, I actually like sex rape, child rape than defilement. You know, I find it harsh because it is harsh. It is painful and it very, very distractful. I mean, I think that I get very, very emotional when it comes to this, because I have seen it in my own circumstances, and so I appreciate what some of these parents are going through, and I think we need to help our girl child. I know some of the boys also go through it, but I think mostly the girls are suffering in silence. Let's help them. You know, you might live in a home where you don't have a bathroom, but you can put a cloth around this little girl when she's bathing, because you have these guys, they have warped minds, they are sick. You know, so even seeing a little girl bathing turns them on. So let's protect them, show them, and let's cover them up. You know, now you have girls showing every part of their body virtually. Their skirts are short, their dresses are short. Oh, you know, I'm not saying that if you do that, you are calling for that. But if we can help, let's do that, right. You know. But I do appreciate what you have done tonight. At least it would continue the conversation and help somebody. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And to keep Baba in the competition, you can vote for her. 1413 is the short code. And while the skirts keep going up, the trousers are also dropping. So some of the boxer shorts that you see, they're not so pleasant, but you get to see them anyway. I've been questioning our social protection policy as a country. We have a whole ministry for it, but we see very little. Anyway, we'll step on a break at this point. When we return, you get to see mothers of school children, a basic school child, a secondary school child, and an aspiring university child's mother after this break.
Mama, where you could daddy band you could
For live streaming and comments on our page, like and follow us on Twitter at 3newsgh and at 3sportsgh. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook.
But trust me, next week if you come to the studio, it's going to be more than you're hearing. Let me hear it once again. GMB 2017. Okay, so let's say thank you to Sasso Insecticide Spray and Coil Kumintuntum Perco Camel with same great protection now from Caras. Camel cleans, cares and protects for healthy skin. Bond savings alone. Your sauces are passion. Casapre Carnival Strawberry. The pleasure is yours. Madar Powder Soap. It's so much easier with Madar Multi-Purpose Detergent Powder. And Upper Mackerel. Air the suku suku suku. Onga, Mama's Helping Hand. GTP. Still timeless. And also to David's Palace. Inside Jolu and also inside East Legon. Now, who are you hoping to see next? Who are you hoping to see? Okay, your guess is good then. Let's welcome Volta Regional Representative Adam.
Bobby, give me one paper.
Texting Adam to the short code 1413. Thank you.
Sir, good morning. Please, I'm looking for Madam Enyonam. Sir, good morning. Please, I'm looking for Madam Enyonam. She's in the staff common room. Okay, thank you very much. Madam Enyonam, good morning.
Oh, Damian, where's the view one? Throw one.
Please, I want to see you outside. Madam, why? Nukaijo, what have my daughter done to you? Look at her arms. Look at the scars and bruises. What have she done to you? What exactly did she do to you?
Madam, calm down.
How can I come?
Bojidi.
Ma bojidi nyaka. How?
Viewer, put the video on Ojira one. My love, we must see. She was very stubborn.
Anyways, even if my daughter is stubborn, do you think excessive spanking is the right option in using to discipline my daughter? Have you thought of other methods of punishing children? Have you thought of the time-out method?
Time-out method?
Yes, time-out method.
What is that?
Allowing the child to stand in the corner of the classroom without talking to anybody, for the child to reflect on the bad things that she has done.
Really?
Yes. You can also go ahead to tell the children the result of bad behaviors. For instance, you tell a child, don't fight. You have done a partial job. But if you go ahead to explain, don't fight because you will get hurt. And when you get hurt, you will be in trouble. And mommy will spend lots of money treating the other fellow. With this, you have done a great job. And the child will not do anything bad in her life again. My people, is that not true?
Thank you, madam.
I'm not done with you. You can also go ahead to use the take-away privilege. Take-away privilege is simply preventing the child from going to break when he or she has misbehaved. This can only work if you take something valuable from the child. Or you give a new exercise book to the child to write, I will not fight again. So the child gets tired, and you must accompany it with a time. And if the child has not been able to do that particular work at that moment, you can double it. With this, you will train the child to become very responsible in future. But when you use cane on them, they become very scared. And in future, they turn out to be violent children or violent parents. You don't need to do this. You are lucky you have done it with me. If it were to be other people's children, they wouldn't have taken it lightly with you. Okay, we don't treat children like that.
Thank you, madam. I have a class to attend.
Okay. Makafui, follow Auntie Enyonam to class. When we close, I'll come and pick you up. Be a good girl and stop crying, okay? Remember, I always love you. Bye-bye. As parents, we don't need to be too strict on our children. Giving them difficult punishments to do at home is not the best. We have to punish them out of love and teach them also what is expected of them. Ofana kokloche fana apaku. To our lovely parents at home. Whenever your children have issues at school, you don't need to come to school speaking to the teachers anyhow. They have so many children to attend to in class. You have to be patient with them and listen to their side of the story, no matter how they discipline your child. Thank you very much, and learn to love your kids and treat them in love. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed. And on that note, let's say welcome to Mama Yoroka from Fueta in the Volta region. Over to you, judges, now.
Hi, Adam.
Hi, Uncle.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. Bible says what? Spare the rod
and
spoil the child. I'm sure this is a topic that a lot of parents would want to engage in. Should we bring back caning into schools? And the methodologies that you've talked about, are they really working in today's Ghana or in today's world? If you may respond to me.
Thank you very much. Caning a child is not a bad thing, but when you do it too much, when you cane the child excessively to the extent of getting scars on her skin, that is something that is bad. And also, Uncle, please, I would like to hear the other question.
Well, you obviously are not in favor of caning children, of course, excessively. We have a situation in the United States and in the U.S. where these days, when parents discipline their children through caning or beating, knocking them on the heads, they can call the police and have their parents arrested. Do you think that we should introduce this in Ghana?
No, please. This is Ghana, and we know the way to rule children in a traditional home. So you can go ahead to discipline a child, but it shouldn't be too much that the child will get hurt or become scared of the parent and wouldn't be able to progress in life, because at the long run it's going to affect the child negatively, and when she grows up as well, she's going to practice that in her home.
Auntie Linda? Okay. Very well done. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Because I'm older than you, can I give you a knock?
Not at all.
Okay, sure. I'm just checking. Anyway, let's bring on now all the way from the Western region. But before that, I'd like to remind you that next week there'll be no live show in here. Next week we'll show you something very nice on television, properly packaged for your viewing pleasure, entertainment and relaxation. There will be no live show in here next week, but the grand finale is at the Accra International Conference Center on the 19th of November. And you're all invited to be there to cheer the ladies on. The cash, the crown, the bragging rights, and all that comes with it. There's a 4x4 sleek vehicle provided by Erata Motors. There's also some 12,000 Ghana cedis in cash to be won, 6,000 products, Ghana cedis worth of products to be won, plus that big straight out of Ghana trip all the way to Dubai, sponsored by Kenya Airways and Sats Gurus. They put that together for your entertainment. Let's bring on now, all the way from the Western region of Ghana, the pride of the West, Nana. Please put your hands together. Clothed Tonight by Selassie Afrique.
Please keep texting Nana to 1413 to keep me in the competition. And make sure I win you now. Thank you.
Okay. Felix, let us begin packing your things. Okay. So there's the curry, the shooter. What is about these things? Are you okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Since it's your first time going to the senior high school. Okay.
Oh, ma.
We have everything.
You forgot to buy my Napa mackerel.
It might have escaped me. Look at the long list of provisions you gave me. In our time, we only had the necessities. Gari, sugar, granuts. These things were luxuries for us. But you have it easy. But you don't worry. Let's just pack these things when we are on our way going. I'll get you the Napa mackerel. Is that okay?
Okay, ma.
Okay. And one thing that I'll tell you is that learn to manage whatever is given you. Some people don't have the privilege of getting these things. But we are grateful to God for you. So manage them and don't see yourself as better off or lesser than anybody. Do you understand?
Yes, ma.
Okay. Don't just say yes, ma, yes, ma. I hope it is sinking in. You know what the good book tells us in Ephesians 6 verse 1, that children, obey your parents in the Lord.
For this is right.
You have done well. I am very glad to know that you are taking your Bible very seriously. Now, one thing I'll tell you is that as you're going to school and seeing that your breasts are now coming and you have a lovely smile, a lot of boys are going to come. Do you understand? They are going to claim the whole world. They are going to tell you they love you, but let me tell you one secret. The only thing they have is what is in their chop box, just as what you have. And even that one, they don't have bragging rights because their parents bought it for them. So stand your ground. Say a firm no. No, I don't want to be your girlfriend. No, I won't have sex with you. No, I don't want your gifts. And your no is not just to the boys alone, but to the girls as well. Lesbianism, another unpleasant act practiced in our senior high schools. I mean, it is morally incorrect for a female to have any form of intimacy with another female, but I reject it for you in Jesus' name.
Amen.
It is not happening to you. Okay? Okay. And pray to the good Lord that he will guide your way to good friends who will help you in your studies, not ones that will lead you to go and join cliques, gangs, squad, whatsoever. You're not bringing that thing to this house. Do you hear me?
Yes,
Ghana frowns upon it. The good Lord frowns upon it. I, your mother, I frown upon it. Do you hear me?
Yes, ma.
Good.
Ma, please, can I get a small phone to call home from time to time?
Yehovah. Felicia.
Yes.
You are asking, where is your prospectus? I don't even know where.
I was just joking.
You had better be joking. I mean, those days, if you wanted to make a phone call, you go to where the pay phones are. You join a very long queue. And when it is 12 o'clock and you haven't called them, forget it. Hit me for unless the following week. So you have it, and I know that some of the students smuggle in phone into their schools. That is not going to happen with you. I am not going to give you any phone. It distracts them. They call, but there's something they call free night call during my time. I don't know if they still do it, but I know that it will still be there. Free night call. They send all sorts of videos and pictures to their boyfriends, and they lose focus. But like I said, they are not going to do that. You are a good girl. I raised you right. And to be the lawyer that you say you want to be, it takes a lot of hard work and perseverance. So you are going to study, get good grades, make me, your mother, very proud. Be so good that you can't be ignored. Do you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I put some Camel antiseptics in your trunk, and then Chris Skincare products. This is for you as a young girl growing up. You have to take good care of your body. Shave your armpits and your private parts. Brush your teeth twice in a day. Bath twice in a day, especially when you're in your period. Take your time, bath properly, wash yourself with soap and the antiseptics that I have given you. Do you understand?
Yes,
or you want a situation where you'll be passing me and someone will be like, Do you want that?
No.
Great. So take very good care of yourself and know that you are beautiful. Come here. Smile, let me see. You are my most beautiful. And don't let anybody let you think otherwise. Be comfortable in your body. Go to school and make me proud. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Your father has taken very long. He's supposed to be here by now. I think that's him. Hurry up, go and check if it's him so that we pack the things and take you to school fast. Feli?
Yes.
You take. So everything I said, as a mother, I have taught you when someone tells you something, say thank you. If someone gives you something, say thank you. You forgot, you are leaving.
I'm sorry. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. As a mother, you are a role model to your child. What you do shows your child how you want her to behave. And what you say is also very important. You can help your child manage and control his or her behavior by talking to him or her about how behavior affects others. As a mother, you influence your child's basic values. Therefore, the stronger your relationship is with your child, the more influence you have. Teenagers need you. They need you to listen to them, even though at times they may exhibit traits of wanting independence. But truly, they need you to keep up to date with whatever they are doing. So take your time, sit with them, and talk with them about the common teenage problems that we have, like body image, self-esteem, peer pressure, stress, depression, bullying, cyber addiction, smoking and drinking, peer pressure, premarital sex, and the likes. Proper parenting is vital in the very formative years of the child so that they can grow up in the manners and teachings taught by their parents. So mothers, let us continue to be good role models for our children. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nana. You're beginning to sound like my mother when I was going to secondary school. All right, let's go to Auntie Linda.
Nana,
Hi.
you look lovely.
Thank you.
I didn't hear I love you. I think it's something we don't say very often. And I think it's good that we tell our children that we love them. So when they hear it from outside, it's not new. You understand? But I like the fact that you told her she's beautiful. So when somebody else tells her, it is not new. The other thing I didn't hear you say was why she should not find herself in certain places with the opposite sex. That's another good advice. And parts of the body that she shouldn't let anybody touch. And also that you are available and you're ready to hear her in the event of something. Just reassuring her that she has your ear. But I think, you did a good job. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay, Uncle Oscar wants to say something.
I think that was a very good performance. Your content was excellent. The creativity itself in terms of the performance was good. And I think that your eloquence was also exceptional. Well done.
Stay with me here. Let's say thank you to Celestia Afrik for your beautiful outfit, and also to David Wallace for your hair and makeup. So let me ask you a question. We'll go for a commercial break, but stay with me here. And the age your child is about 13, 14, they start to develop the two mangoes in front. Some mothers are used to using wooden ladles and tapuli. They say they want to mash it down. Can you advise me on that?
I think that's just superstition, and it shouldn't stand. It shouldn't hold at all. I won't advise that.
So you didn't do that to her?
No.
So she's going it out free?
Yes.
Okay, stay with us. Still go for a short commercial break. We'll be back.
News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3newsgh and at 3sportsgh. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3newsgh for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3newsgh and at 3sportsgh. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3newsgh for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3newsgh and at 3sportsgh. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3newsgh for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3newsgh and at 3sportsgh. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3newsgh for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3newsgh and at 3sportsgh. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3newsgh for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3newsgh and at 3sportsgh. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH.
Ha. Okay, welcome back. Thank you very much indeed, ladies and gentlemen. And a quick reminder that next week there will be no live show here at Studio B. So we'll show you something very nice on your television. Just stay glued to your TV. Keep the channel on TV3, First News, Best in Entertainment. Or go into Facebook, that's TV3 Ghana. On Twitter, TV3 Ghana. It's our 20th anniversary, so there are lots of goodies there for you and yours. If you aren't voting or you haven't voted yet, know that tonight is eviction night. One of our fine, fresh, fine felon ladies will go home tonight. Only 4 of them will progress on to the next stage, which will be the grand finale, 19th of October at the Accra International Conference Center. So vote 1413 across network. Tonight, we're celebrating motherhood. And by mothers, we don't mean just those who are able to go through the gestation period and to bring forth their own children. We're talking about those who picked on people who are not theirs, adopted them, and they sharpened and honed them. You've seen 4 of our ladies. Bring it on now. Tonight, closed by Adesua Fade, all the way from the eastern region. Make some noise for Sewa.
Say it's what the way and you're to Jinafua and Etso. Someone cost from 2 Abanema Sewa and cost short code 1413. Near Fahin Channel Bar Pumantum, Midamuninas.
Yes, ma.
So, my bread. Hey, now you've been out here when you're there. Hey, and you've been out here. Hey, send you where me do some gospel, said then you'll be wooden crow. I saw that friend teacher you never liked today. He sends his regards.
Ooh. Ghana map.
Yes, school for to teacher, no. Anyways, results will soon be out, and you'll be going to the university to start a new phase of your life. Are you in any anticipation?
Oh, mommy, you worry too much. See, I've already experienced boarding life in SS, and then you think the university is going to be anything different?
Sure. University is a different ball game altogether. It's a life-changing experience. The life of a university student is influenced by a tall list of socio-economic and cultural factors, ranging from religion to friends, drug and alcohol use, peer pressure, financial pressure, academic pressure, even dealing with the newly attained freedom. And to say, siren about dining, please, yes, please, no, investing, you are your own time manager. One are your pantry man, Ubibia. Now, come to think of it, what program do you even want to read when you go to the university?
Mommy Scopa. But your results are not out today. You're thinking about me selecting the program for myself.
Hey, now when do you want to think about it? Do you want the grace to determine who you would be? You have to have a goal, then you work towards it. If the results come and unfortunately they are not good enough, and need be that you write it again, then you do so.
Not good enough.
I know you are a good student.
I'm a good
so
student.
you tell me something. What program?
Yeah, Mom, I think pharmacy.
Yeah, pharmacy, Skojofeni. It would be a bad idea.
Yes,
but why pharmacy?
Well, you see, I love pharmacy, and then whilst I was at home, I was reading about pharmacy.
Let's do a little exercise here. How many grams of granules will you add to 20% of 60 grams Gary to give you a total of 80% weight in weight Gary soakings?
Hey, Mama. Mommy, this question, that's the way the PhD chemistry question.
Now what were you thinking? Pharmacy is chemistry. Now so bad pharmacist now cast them a patch on a top at 50%. No, 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 sure, and yes, sanity.
But pharmacy was not, chemistry was not your strong area in school. So why do you want to major in it? I hope it's not for the fact that your daddy is a justice and your sister is reading law. You also want to read pharmacy because of me.
No, ma'am.
Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you sure your daddy in any way did not influence it?
No, he didn't.
Hey, I hope it's not because your friend Rema wants to read dentistry and Asabila optometry. You are pressured to go into the medical sciences. Okay, let's do something here. Assuming there is no such program like pharmacy, what would you have read?
Mommy, IT or electrical engineering.
Why would you read that?
Mommy, see, it comes to me naturally, and then I enjoy assembling gadgets and
That sounds more like you. From childhood, you have been a technology baby. Everything machinery from phones to computer to cars is you. So why don't you build more on your strength and become a big-time IT guru or one of the major electrical engineers in town, other than a mediocre pharmacist? So think about it. And do you know SWOT analysis?
Yeah, Mommy, I forgot to know. Remind me.
So do a SWOT analysis of yourself. SWOT. The S for your strength. So you write down the things that come in very handy, the things you are comfortable doing. The W is your weakness, the things you struggle to have power over. The O are your opportunities, including the resources available to help you soar higher. And the T's are your threats. Definitely you have some dangers and unforeseen circumstances that will hinder your career path. Okay? Yes, think about it. It will guide you in the program to choose. And when your daddy comes to, we will sit down and discuss it. Yes, hey, now what's same point? Hey, Kojo, it's 3 o'clock. Uncle music lessons and on Friday a painting drill.
Miss Adin Mejayo and I will be a university there.
Hey, why are they?
Where
Jai? So because of university, you are throwing away all your skills and talents. Who said you can't build on your career? Why nurturing your talent and polishing your skills? And then she said those days now we start serving crabenya people teacher, you know. Masters for Krenya Jumanya, any first degree holder. University is a place for you to broaden your horizon. So even if you go, read a book that is not course related. Once a while, sitting on a lecture that is completely out of your field. And use your talent. Or music, you can be a musical voice coach for some Sunday school children. Or you even sell out paintings. And you become a big entrepreneur while at school. You may never know. And you get that extra money to buy the little luxuries, the shoes, the belt, the iPhone. You know what I mean? White boys, Miyamala. Good boy. We are good now. So you see, a little motherly advice. And Kojo is discovering himself. So he does not join the lots of people who have become slaves to their jobs, or the many students struggling at the university, not because they are not brilliant, but because they had no one to mentor them. One mistake most mothers do is to think children of university-going age are adult enough to make their own decisions. But that is not absolute. As a mother, you have a role to play in all stages of the child's life till he becomes the very best he can be. Kudos to all mothers out there, whether biological mothers or foster mothers, and even fathers playing motherly roles. Motherhood is not about being a perfectionist. No, you cannot be. It is just about being real. Hey, Kwajona Gusutia, Nanti Magisani TV Natiko, once na be bueni, Sakona Kwedi Obeti Ayafa Chief Engineer, Chief IT Officer. Remember, it's only one for the university. My girls are correction. Hey, Kojo, hurry back and let's talk about relationship. I am too young to be a grandmother. Thank you.
Sister Sawa. Okay, Uncle Oscar.
Hi, Sawa. That was a good performance. I think that your content was very wide-ranging. You touched on a lot of issues, and I think that a lot of the parents out there would be quite happy with the things that you told, your son. What did your mother tell you?
She told me to choose a major based on my strength and my personality. And I am a proud pharmacist because of that.
Okay, because you sounded like you downplayed being a pharmacist, and I was a bit alarmed at that. I don't think the pharmacists in the country will be happy with that. But that's on the lighter side. I think in terms of your performance was good, eloquence was good. Like I said, your content was good as well. Did I find anything? No, I don't think I did. Good performance.
Auntie Linda wants to add something. You know, I like the way you didn't force your son to look at another program. You challenged him a little bit. You played a bit of psychology, and that was very good. So he himself realized that pharmacy is probably not his area. That was very good. And you were so natural at it. It's as if you're a mother. You know, you did good. Well done.
Thank you. Okay, so you know what to do. Text the word's name to the short code 1413. You can also download the GMB app, and then you can use that application to vote for her. My mom sells beans and cocoa. Imagine she forced me to sell beans and cocoa right now. Beans. But I'm sure I'd be selling it in a grand style because I went to school. All right, stay with us and let's go for a short commercial break. We'll be back.
And at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment.
Welcome back, and very soon you get to see who our highest texter is. You get to see who our star performer for tonight is, who wore the best costume, who our Miss Eloquent is for tonight, and who is our best behaved or most disciplined for tonight. And all of them will come right after this brother of mine who is determined and yearns to take high life music to the next level. Tonight he performs for us a hit song, Bedianko. He is from the Dadabese Empire. I tell you what, he's got some very sweet flavored high life music, and he lays some very cool bars and verses on some rich rhythmic high life tunes. If you're ready like Freddie, please put your hands together. Welcome Dr. Hafko. Show some love.
for the Come.
For Kaukuko. Hey, I say, I say, where the Odomuaji coat, Bibe Chiama Nachi, Fremi Sefakai, Bibe Bamana Hete. Thank you very much.
Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3 GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page. Like and follow us on Twitter at 3 News GH and at 3 Sports GH. Like our pictures on Instagram, TV3 Network. If you missed our live shows, watch a playback on YouTube, TV3GH. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment. Log on to www.3news.com for more news and updates of our major stories. Join us on Facebook 3 News GH for live streaming and comments on our page.
Okay, guys, thank you very much. Welcome back. We're here to wrap up the show. GMB 2017.
Straight out of Ghana.
I didn't hear you. GMB 2017.
Straight out of Ghana.
Okay, the chiefs in the front, they're not doing a thing. GMB 2017.
Straight out of Ghana.
That'd be the whole idea. Okay, so welcome back from the break and thank you very much. Now, we're ready to see who our highest textiles, who are most eloquent, are most disciplined, our star performer is, and MFA has all the details.
Okay, so for this week we have 020-077-4142. I'll say it again, 020-077-4142.
That's
sponsored by Mobile Content.
Right, that's our top texter. So put your hands together for our top texter. She gets a very lovely prize from our sponsors right on. Let's go now.
Let's invite Bubune, our chaperone for this year.
Okay.
And
happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Join in. Happy birthday, dear Boo Boo. Happy birthday to you. Hip, 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 hip.
Hooray!
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
And the birthday?
We are on it. Stage.
She said we are on it. You are who are on it. Okay. Anyway, who's our most disciplined for this week?
Zainab is the most.
Zainab is our most disciplined for this week. Bring on Zainab.
Congratulations, Zainab.
Let's bring on Zainab to receive her prize. And while we wait for that, okay.
It's sponsored
Heavily
by...
pregnant Zainab. Okay.
And it's sponsored by Oba Spaghetti.
Right. So let's go on to the next one. I'm sure we can do.
Let's go to our judges.
Most eloquent. Sponsored by Onga to be presented by Abigail Boating.
Most eloquent goes to Sewa.
Sewa is most eloquent. Sewa. Most eloquent for tonight. Congratulations. There you go. There you have it. There you have it. Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Lovely one there.
And we'll go to our star performer and also sponsored by PZ Cousins and presented by Nana Abba Otua.
And the star performer for tonight is Nana.
Congratulations, Nana.
Star performer Nana from the Western region, Nana Otua Cole, will do the presentation. A round of applause for Nana. Is that an applause? It has malaria. Of course, we want to say thank you to our sponsors. Thus far, they brought us.
Thank you to Sasso Insecticide Spray and Coil Kumintuntum Preco Camel with stem grade protection now from Caris. Camel cleans, cares, and protects for healthy skin. Bone savings and loan. Your status, our passion. Casa Preco Carnival, the pleasure is yours. Madar powder soap, it's so much easier with Madar multi-purpose detergent powder. And Apa Mackerel, Ed Suku. Onga, Mama's Helping Hand, and GTP, still timeless.
And that's the GTP Nouveau we have wearing on. So you can go into the market. It's available. It's not exclusive to us. So everybody can look like us beginning tomorrow Monday. Time Herbal Mixture. Some malaria fever we're drawing on a Time Herbal Mixture. Oba Spaghetti says ube dear fili. Remy Spices. And Mediania Dekeke. Tabia Herbal Mixture. Unsunumbi. Royal Drinks, you go like them. Tinted Vent Care, and Mawareso Crisp Beauty Range, quality products from Medisoft, suitable for men and women, miss you. Imperial Leather, deodorant, body spray, everyday luxury, crafted by master perfumers. Deluxe Paint, paint Mo Champion. Errata Motors, we set the true standard. Davis Palace has made sure that the ladies look lovely, their hair and makeup.
Beautiful.
And Beyond Creations has also done all their beads and accessories. Thanks to Grandpa, he put stitches and fabric together to make my best book shutter. And
Thank you to the Gem Clothiers.
Absolutely. So now, Obiniyem. I didn't hear that. Obiniyem. So look at the ladies very well. 5 of them, we just may see 4 of them on the finals. That's what the judges told us at the start of the show. Over to you now, Jolati.
Before that, let's remind you that 19th November is the grand finale inside Accra International Conference Center. And guess who is coming? Kwabena is coming. Miss V is coming. And Kwame Eugene is also coming. So you know, you don't want to miss it.
A quick one. Next week, there'll be no live show here, but we'll be on television and also on Facebook, TV3 Ghana. So you can go on there, check out our pages, like it, and share, spread the word. The top prize winner for this year will fly out of Ghana straight into Dubai, courtesy Kenya Airways and Satguru. Plus, they get to drive the 4x4 suite. I'm sure you've seen the car outside. And you are envious, you are jealous. Next year, you should participate. You get a crown as well. You get 12,000 Ghana cedis plus 6,000 Ghana cedis worth of products, beauty range. And then you also get the bragging rights, including doors that will open for you because you have the crown to do your CSR. Over to you, judges now. Who is going home?
Well, we have 2 ladies at the top, and so we can't touch them. And the 2 at the top are Baba and Zainab.
Baba is safe. Zainab is safe.
To the grand finale.
Okay. Congratulations, ladies. We'll see you at the finals.
Wow.
Okay. Please come towards us. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. That leaves us with the Eastern regions, Sewa, the Western regions, Nana, and the Volta regions, Adam. Big question one more time. Who is going home? Namoya Ashia, Nano Kofi. Did you vote? 60% for judges, 40% for you. Judges, over to you.
Always a very, very difficult decision. But today somewhat made a little bit easier because we have a star performer who's been relatively consistent. So, Nana, you're saved.
Congratulations,
Nana is
Nana,
safe.
straight to the grand finale.
So, Get closer to them. I'm sure you want to give yourselves a hug at this point. We don't know who is going. Oh, do the hug properly. This is a Pentecostal hug. All right. Here we go, judges.
Yes,
one more time, who is going home?
One lady is, obviously. But I'd like to congratulate all of the ladies who have been here, even those who are watching from home. We're really proud of you, and we hope that you make use of the fame that you got here, and all the criticisms we gave you, you take it and improve upon whatever you're doing in life. Congratulations. I am saving Sewa.
Sewa is saved. And that leaves us with Adam.
Congratulations.
Okay, let's do this quickly. And Adam's prize will be presented by Abdullah Yakubu. Will present the prize. Quickly, let's do that. Adam, tell us something.
I thank you all for your support, prayers, and votes so far. It hasn't been easy, but God being so good, I've made it to this far. I thank you all for everything. I love you all. Expect nothing but the best from me.